Hi, how's it going, guys? It's Eddie, the rat here. Um, now about fast traveling in Skyrim. Should you or should you not do it? Normally I would just say yes. Do do not fast travel actually, because you'll be skipping a lot of the experience by doing that. You won't get to see the world and stuff, side quests, interesting locations. But Skyrim is an interesting case because the game wasn't really made for you to walk around, without fast traveling. And it shows because there is a lot of places that are kind of hard to get to. I think the best example that is Windhelm. There is only one entrance to the city, and it is from the south. So to get from the north, you can get there, but there isn't an entrance. There is no doorway, so you just have to swim around in the freezing waters, basically to through the docks. And this kind of shows that Bethesda never intended for you to play the game without fast traveling, which makes it very difficult to do so, of course. Really think you should avoid fast traveling to you know, so you can experience the game, You shouldn't just skip the travels. You can find a lot of stuff, and there's a lot of random encounters in the world, a lot of combat encounters as well. But at the same time, the world doesn't do a good job of making it interesting to explore, because the dungeons in the game are pretty much all the same, right? You have the Nordic ruins, and that's it pretty much. Got some caves, some mines, but it all some forts as well, but it's all copy and pasted, and it doesn't isn't really worth it if you someone who actually values variety. You shouldn't do it at all. The game pretty much just it is pretty much just the same dungeons over and over, and you shouldn't go exploring for that. What you should be looking for is the story, because a lot of these dungeons don't look unique, but they have some side quests and some interesting enemy in there, some necromancer, some stuff. But it isn't really worth it, in my opinion. I do it because I don't like fast travel in Skyrim. I think it's not immersive in the slightest. Not a lot of time passes when you do it. It doesn't really feel like your character is traveling the world without you seeing it. It feels like he's just teleporting wherever you want him to go. It doesn't feel natural. That's what I'm trying to say here. Fast traveling in Skyrim doesn't come naturally. It feels artificial. It feels really fakey. So, should you do it? There is a lot of videos telling you to not do it. Just go around, walk, see the world. But should you? Because not everyone has the time to play like that. You know, Sometimes you have to work, or you maybe have some school project or whatever, and you don't really have much time to just walk around. And sometimes already been to places, and you see the same streets again and again and again. It can get a lot of really repetitive, really boring actually. So what do I do? um you know, if you if someone asks me, do you play without or with fast travel? And I say both. How do I kind of balance it out? Is that I would usually, start the game without fast traveling at all. I try to only use carriages, so it's more immersive. But let's just say, I don't know, I go to Windhelm and I don't use fast travel, nor any carriages, anything like that. I just walk there to the city. All of the stuff that I find in the way will be marked in my map because it is the path that I took, so it will be explored in my map. And I already explored it all. I've already seen what is there. Now let's say I want to come back through the same road. There is where it's when I would use fast travel to go through some place that I have already explored. Because there would be nothing new to see there. So that's what I do, and I think it is the best way for you to play the game, if I'm being honest. Otherwise, fast travel just gets like it's just torturous, really. Gets really, really boring. Now, the gameplay you're seeing here, I'm with Delphine, and we're going to Kynesgrove, which is close to Windhelm. What most people do, I believe, is that they take a carriage to Windhelm and then just walk up to Kynesgrove, right? But as I have never went there before in this playthrough, I chose to go with Delphine, and she actually has dialogue. She, you know, unique dialogue. She comments on the places you're visiting. There is a Valfheim, which she comments that maybe you have to kill some bandits to get through. She comments about not wanting you to die before you get there. She also comments about an inn that's in Kynesgrove, Bravewood, I believe. That she makes a comparison that the dark ale they serve there is nothing on Sleeping Giant, which is her inn. Braidwood actually, yeah, Braidwood. Some kind of stuff. That's sort of stuff. It's really cool to hear. You know, make the character feel more alive, and you can just skip it all. Really, don't see any of that. So the final question is: Should you really play Skyrim without fast traveling? And the answer is no. And yes, as I said before, I think you should just, I've never been to Solitude before, and I never seen anything that's on the way there. Then I think you should go there without fast traveling. But then you decide to go back through the same road. Then I think you should actually fast travel. It is kind of simple actually. You just go, how's it called? Kind of you know, balancing the fast travel and just walking actually. So yeah, this is kind of a more relaxed video. I didn't do any scripts, that's why I kind of repeated myself a bit. And it's just a more light-hearted video, not a lot of editing going on, just so I could have something for you guys while I'm making a more well thought out video. So yeah, that's it. Fairly well.